I made over $120,000 last month trading prop firms. And in this video, I'm going to share the 3 key components that I used so that you can apply it in your own trading. Right, so the 3 key components that I'm going to be talking to you about today is a trending market, which is a big one, how to use technical analysis in conjunction with the overall market sentiment and what is happening economically at the time. I'm going to be talking about volatility, which links into overall market sentiment, and I'm going to be talking about risk deployment as well. So bear with me. I'm hoping this 10-15 minute video is going to be really value packed. Remember, if I can achieve what I've just achieved, then you can do it too. There's nothing special about me. So in terms of a trending market, let's jump onto the screen now. And the majority of my trading the last 30 days has been both on gold and the US 30. Now, I'm not going to go over these in any particular order, but if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And what I usually do from a technical standpoint is focus mostly on 2 time frames. So I'll use the 4 hours, my higher time frame narrative, to show directional bias. So if the market is printing lower lows on the 4 hour, my overall bias is shorts. If we have a look at US 30 here, we've been short since around February 2025. It's now towards the end of April. So from a technical standpoint, using technical analysis in conjunction with the overall market sentiment, we knew that already the market was likely heading south at least 6 weeks before Trump's tariffs were even announced. And if we jump over to the opposite correlation with gold being the safe haven, so when the US stock market has plummeted recently due to the economics around Donald Trump's tariffs across the other countries, such as the EU and China. Obviously, gold being a safe haven, a lot of the longer-term investors are going to be investing heavily into gold. Therefore, we've seen all-time highs being hit time and time again. But that was no surprise because you can see, even ahead of April, when the tariffs were announced, we've been long on gold from a technical standpoint since you could go back years. Like I'm literally going back 2-3 years and we've been bullish the whole time. So again, everything that I've been doing is been tying in technical analysis with economics and fundamentals at the same time. Now, I don't watch CNBC and CNN and Bloomberg and stuff like that, but it's just knowing what is going on, like following the American president for one, as soon as he's been, given the responsibilities he has. And someone like Donald Trump, I was saying this to my mentees months before he actually became president for the second time, that if Trump gains control over the US market, he's going to inject volatility. And that's exactly what's happened. So that leads on to the second element of what's allowed me to make over 100K last month alone is volatility. So if we've got trend on our side already, and if you just look at the 4 hour, I've got these 4 hour ranges, it's just plotting swing highs and swing lows. You can see that every single time we breach a 4 hour low in a bullish market, all that's happening is it's taking liquidity and it's continuing to the upside. So if I drag this one over to a previous range, you can see there was no commitment to the downside. So even going back to early March, and then we can go back even earlier than that, where we were bullish from this standpoint, we can see that these 4 hour swing points are bullish consistently, right? So we've taken liquidity down here from a technical standpoint, then we've broken all-time highs. We've got a lot of volatility to the upside. And then we've, of course, had the stock market crash, which was basically just fear-mongering around the implementations of the tariffs. And we can see the same thing on US 30 as well. You can see the high of this 4 hour range is basically on the Wednesday that Trump announced the tariff. So it absolutely sold off, but we were already bearish from that point of view, where we look at our 4 hour ranges. So I'll just take one from here where we've been in the last 4 weeks. And the 4 hour range that shifted as bearish was the 26th of March. So it was earlier than that already. So we already had a technical bias to the downside before Trump even announced the tariff. So we had a lower low here, and then we had a second lower low, which created a lower high. And then we had a third lower low, a more significant one right here. And then what happened on the Wednesday? We had a 4 hour liquidity grab, just like I showed on gold, but to the opposing direction. So we knew the likeliness of Trump selling off, and I actually capitalized on shorts.